whispers in the dark.
Okay, imagine this for a second. You're just, going about your day, maybe working late.
Yeah, totally normal.
And then just snap, everything changes. Your reality just sort of rips open.
No warning.
None. It's instantaneous. The source describes it like a corrupted file suddenly opening in a different broken program.
Wow, that's vivid.
Exactly. And that feeling, that sudden shift, is what we're diving into today. We're looking at this really compelling story you shared with us, someone waking up in, well, they call it the endless corridor.
Right. And our mission here really is to get inside that experience, to unpack the senses, the feeling of it.
The psychological side, too.
Absolutely. What does this kind of place, static but also shifting, do to you?
Yeah.
Especially when time just stops mattering.
Yeah, what happens to the mind?
It's a deep dive into maybe how much we can take or where we break.
So let's start right at that moment of waking up. It's just sensory hell, basically. It's high-pitched fluorescent hum, just constant vibrating through the air, dust everywhere. And the smell?
Stale air, yeah. And like metallic pennies. Ozone, too.
It's such a specific, unpleasant combination. How does that kind of instant, jarring sensory input mess with you right from the start?
Well, normally our brain filters things out, right?
Yeah.
Constant noises, smells. It's called sensory gating.
Okay.
But this description, that hum, those specific smells, it sounds like, that filter just broke. Suddenly you're getting everything raw and unfiltered.
Ugh.
It's an assault. And it sets the stage for this deep, underlying dread.
And the place itself, it starts like an office, but wrong.
Stripped bare. No chairs, no screens. Just dust.
Sickly beige walls, that horrible bright fluorescent light with no shadows on the doors.
They just lead to another identical corridor.
Every single one, an identical empty room behind each door. Even the windows.
Just show more corridors. Parallel, identical ones.
That endless repetition, the narrative says the urgency, the thirst, the hunger, it just fades into weary resignation.
Is it really resignation, though? Or something else? That's a really good question. It looks like giving up, maybe. But I think it's more like the mind desperately trying to make the impossible seem normal.
Like a survival tactic.
Kind of. When you can't fight, you can't run, and the horror is literally endless. Your brain just defaults. Learned helplessness, maybe? Finding a twisted kind of normal in that awful repetition, which is maybe scarier than just panicking.
And right when you think maybe, just maybe, you could get used to the dullness, things start to shift. Subtly.
Yeah, that's where it gets really insidious.
Faint flickers in the lights, a whispery sound, like dry leaves skittering, and then suddenly, bam, a whole wall of identical rusty lockers just appears.
And that metallic smell gets stronger.
Right, and the hum itself changes, doesn't it? It starts to modulate, dropping and rising like this slow, awful breath.
It blurs the lines. What's real? What's hallucination? You see things in the corner of your eye.
How does that slow creep affect someone compared to, say, one big scary event?
Oh, it's much worse for sanity, I think. Our minds crave patterns, predictability, even bad predictability.
Okay.
When the environment itself is constantly tweaking itself in these small, unsettling ways, it undermines your whole perception. Am I remembering this right? Did that stain used to be there?
Constant doubt.
Exactly. It creates this nonstop cognitive dissonance. You're always trying to make sense of things that almost make sense, but it don't quite. It just amplifies the fear.
But then, amidst all that beige sameness, comes this anomaly, a door.
Not just any door.
No, a dark wood, rich and deep in color door, ornate brass handle, totally out of place.
A sudden surge of hope, you'd imagine. Desperate hope.
Absolutely. But touching it, that's the climax. The hum becomes deafening, the walls ripple, the floor goes soft.
Yeah.
And then this message. Not words, but a feeling, a knowing.
You are not meant to leave.
You're part of the hum now, part of the space between. It's chilling. You are the echo of what was and the silence of what will never be.
And then the door just dissolves back into the wall.
How does a mind even process that, such a final but abstract kind of doom?
I think it shows how powerful the environment becomes. It's not just saying you're trapped physically. It's saying your very being is now defined by this place.
It's absorbed.
Yeah. You're the hum, you're the space, your sense of self just dissolves. After trying everything else, the mind hits this wall where reality itself is fundamentally changed. There's nothing left but to accept it, maybe.
Existentially.
Existentially.
And that leads to this transformed state described at the end. No more thirst, no hunger, just a dull, constant ache of non-existence.
Time is gone.
Meaningless.
The corridors are the same, but different. Little changes, new stains, scratches appear. But even walking takes huge effort.
And they accept it. Part of the hum now.
Listening for echoes in it. Laughter, crying, talking, distant conversations. Are those memories? Or are they other people?
And that is the most haunting part, isn't it? It makes you question what consciousness even is, if that hum is the collective sound of everyone trapped there.
Merged together. Merged. Sort of awful immortality, maybe.
Yeah.
Individual thoughts just echoing forever in this shared, timeless void. Maybe non-existence isn't just nothing. Maybe it's this endless shared limbo.
So based on this incredible narrative you shared, we're left contemplating this existence, defined by this endless, subtly changing space, where time, self, everything just blends into that constant hum.
Which leaves us, and you, with the final thought to chew on. If our reality, our basic needs, even time, can be completely warped just by the space we're in, what does that suggest about the real limits of our own minds? And perhaps what truly unendurable things could we actually endure if we simply become part of the hum?